And yes, how you doing there? Hello, all four of you. Don't y'all all rush the front at once now, okay? Let's keep a little bit of order up in here, all right? Don't y'all comment at once, all right? What's going on, Shango Ray, a.k.a. Real Deal Ray, a.k.a. Sky God Go. And now, Shango motherfucking Riz. And you know what? I wanted to do a Q&A, judging from all three of you. I don't know if there's going to be any Q's, but there's definitely going to be some A's up in here, some answers as far as the upcoming ritual. If you're fortunate enough to find this video before Tuesday, June 20th, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you could still join this ritual. So I know this ritual has been, I don't want to say, it hasn't been rushed. There just wasn't a lot of time given to it. But this ritual will be dealing with the summer solstice energy. We're actually creating a summer solstice portal, okay, utilizing this energy, because you can utilize it. You can do shit with it, all right? And of course, we are working with the Exu Kingdom for this one, Exu Rei and Exu Pomba Gira, Maria Padilla Reina. Seems like there might be something going on here. Hey, Nicholas Davis, shout out. See, Mr. Davis joined. Mr. Davis he be up on it. You know what I'm saying? He be up on it. Shout out. But yeah, okay. So one of the things that I wanted to do with this ritual, which was different, I want to do something different every time. Who wants to do the same shit over and over? There is a time and a place for that. When you're cultivating something, when you're building something up, you feel me? There's a time and a place for that. And you spend maybe time doing repetitions of something so that way when you need it in a flash, in an instant, it's there. And that's what I've been doing. I've been setting, if you will, the mold, right? And we're going to fill this mold with a certain kind of energy. And we're working with Exu Rei. And what's in this mold, you may ask? Yeah, I heard you. A key. A key. A key that you can utilize and use. Okay, think of it this way too. Think of it like a debit card, right? Or a bank card. Let's say that we're all starting this one account with this solar energy. This solar energy equals this one account. We're able to put something in. Of course, we're working with Exu Rei and Pomba Gira, Maria Padilla Reina. So we are now be able to take it. So I'm making copies of the debit card for those who are involved. Here you go. So if you need to use it for something, you can use it. And I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. What's going on, Violet Love? So yeah, what I wanted to also talk about is this. There's something special that came to me that I wanted to do for each and every person, right? Listen, you don't have problems, all right? You don't have problems. You got communication issues, okay? I'm going to say that one more time for those way in the back, all right? You don't have problems. You have communication issues. You got miscommunications. I'll give you some examples. Okay. You want to do something, but something inside you just says, you want to go left, but something inside you says, nah, we're going right. And you end up going right, even though you don't want to go right. You know what I'm saying? Interpersonal communication issues between you and other people. The most important ones, though, are the miscommunications within yourself. Because you got these two minds going on and they don't speak the same language. Yes, they don't speak the same language. Okay. The issues are about communication. They're about movement, communication, And something came to me on a late walk about 3 days ago. So, as far as something to do for y'all who do join, I'm pretty sure it was them. I know it was them because, yeah, I was even at a crossroads. But this image of a postal truck came to mind, right? One of them, like the kind from Seinfeld, right? You know what I mean? Like a little postal van type thing, right? The kind you see every mailman in. When you think the Postal Service, right? You think the SU Kingdom. When you think Amazon, you think the SU Kingdom from now on, because the SU Kingdom literally rules over, that's like a domain right there, right? Think of the Postal Service at one point. Now we got the internet, but even the internet, that's all about communication. That's like literally all it is. You know, communication of information, data bytes, zeros, ones, you name it. So I was like, they revealed to me something like, here, it's a little something extra special you could do for them. But it reminds me of an old spell that I did a long time ago, where you take a spell, you take an envelope and you like mail it out, because there's something about putting it out there and how many hands see it and how many people touch it and shit like that. And I'm even inspired to maybe go several towns or cities away, so that way it has to go through several different channels to get where it needs to go. But it would be on the behalf of, you know, the ritual participants. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Queen of Fire? So they rule communication. And like I said, you don't have no problems. You just have miscommunication issues. So if you deal with this particular kingdom, and yes, the SU Kingdom's large, there's a bunch of them for a bunch, and each one of them has their own territories or territorios, their different domains, their different districts and shit like that. So it gets pretty interesting. Okay. But one of the things that they are known for being hot. And they're a lot different I can only tell you my experience. They're a lot different than, they are kind of under the moniker of Orishas, but they're not really Orishas. They're like their own separate thing. In a lot of ways, they remind me of Jinn. They're not quite like just an entity or a spirit, but they're not, it's hard to categorize them, but they definitely have their own thing going on. And they do definitely, I've noticed too, they do definitely have like a reptilian tinge to them. Jinn also kind of have, in my experience with Jinn anyway, just my experience, you know, and they're also both related to fire. So anytime we're talking about fire, we're talking about frenetic energy, things that move fast. So if you're interested in clearing up miscommunications fast, to get things done fast, to get things resolved fast, to get things materialized faster, a lot of the reasons why what you want is taking so long is because of said miscommunication. You probably haven't communicated it right to yourself. One of the things that they can do that I have found is help me to understand myself better. I'll give you an example. When I slip out of consciousness and start doing a habit, it's them who will be like, see, you're doing it again. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's the most important level that you will find the greatest results from, because from that level comes everything else. All your results, all that shit, because you're the basis of everything, right? So I approach all these group rituals from that point of view. All right. So decreasing the time of manifestation, materialization. One way to do that is to get extremely clear, because when you're clear, what are you doing? You're clearly communicating something. right? You're clearly communicating something to that part of you that gets shit done. So they help you also. They also help you with that. You know what I'm saying? But in addition, yes, they also just help you get shit through. They let shit through. They get shit through. They also close doors real fast. Some of you need certain doors closed lickety split. And that would make a world of difference for you. But for whatever reason, maybe you're afraid to close certain doors that you need to close. You know, I don't know. You know your situation better. Okay. But if you're interested in, and, you know, usually I'm like, fuck time. Right. But if you can get it faster and more efficiently, why not? And that's, like I said, one thing that they are very much so known for is getting things done fast. They move fast. They are just fast, and they are hot. Some would say they're heavy-handed, very heavy-handed. I guess that would depend on what you are working with them for and how you're going about it. Okay. But if you're interested in that, like I said, they showed me images of rapid, and I've used this term many times, but there's just something, there's something different about this one. Rapid cash infusions. I also got the feeling that these infusions, a lot of them would be unexpected, meaning you're not going to see how it's going to come through. Like you didn't even know you had that coming. Okay. Then there's the other side, of course. Some of you have businesses, you have ways of generating income, you have ways of letting money or currency into your life. You know, so obviously, and even those of you with ways to let money and currency into your life, there's always other ways to let that, you know, there's always a little tweak you can do on what you're doing now that could just set it off, you know. So I did get a clear vision of that. All right. The other thing is, I don't want to say they're not like notorious for luck, but obviously having the issues on your side, it does make you lucky as fuck in a lot of different ways. You know, you can't force it. Like, for example, try and force something to happen at one particular casino, you know, like if you're going to a casino or something like that, it may happen to the next casino or the third casino you go to. Let's say you're in Vegas or something like that, you know, or whatever, or maybe not this slot machine, but when you least kind of it. I noticed they are playful as well. They are passionate as well as playful. Trickstery. Yes, they can be very trickstery. They can be rambunctious, but they get that shit to you and they get it done, you know? So this is not a class of entities that are, I don't want to say like really compassionate and just soft and sweet and all this shit. This is not for you then. If that's, you're kind of looking to deal with that type of thing, this is not it. So if you have any questions though about the ritual, feel free to ask. I won't bite. Okay, initially, anyways. But yeah, so increased luck, rapid cash infusions, meaning do not be surprised when unexpected money shows up. It's in your account, refunds, rebates, things that you just did not expect. Somebody just gifts you some fucking money. Okay, that type of thing. The other thing about this is I call it chance encounters. I look at people as doorways. I look at people as portals. Exu Reis are the master. I mean, Exus and Pomba Giras they're the ones who rule over portals, doorways, you know, places where you go from one thing to another, right? There's Exus for, like, imagine being at the beach at night and it's a totally dark night. You can't tell where the ocean ends and begins and where the sky ends and begins. So there's issues that go back and forth, You know what I'm saying? From the water to the sky. Like that shit was, to me, that was just like, the more I keep studying and finding out, it's hard to find source information, just like with Paulo Mayumbe. So when you're dealing with a certain class of entity like this, my recommendation, anyways, is do the best you can in finding source information on them. But number one is just approach them directly. And then you will also be guided to other information after you've already made. You don't have to like go and study them. If you want to, fine. You know what I'm saying? However your get down is. But, you know, I just prefer to just step to them. Whoever it is, I just step to them, see what happens. I'm still here. You know what I mean? So I just step to them, you know, and then I start to form a relationship. If I'm attracted to them, if it keeps going, of course, in that meantime, I search out information. I want to know more about you, you know, if you're a deity or whatever entity. And then we go from there. And the ones that stick, just like with people. Sometimes it's just an interaction between you and somebody else. Other times it's a relationship. And you keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? And it's and they come back to you. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But the other thing I was going to tell you is portals. That's what I was talking about. Chance encounters. Okay. In my opinion, I don't know. I haven't used them for like, I haven't used them personally. I haven't used anybody like for love as far as like a loving partner. You know what I'm saying? I've been really getting into just the love frequency, period. And however that manifests in my life, I'm cool with that, you know? But they will bring a bunch of people to you. A lot of time you're going to, I don't like using the term magnetic, but it's like you're going to meet these, the way I term it for myself, I say I meet the diamonds and the unicorns, because that's what I meet a lot of times, you know, to whereas, and somebody else may not recognize this, but every person is a portal. Something can come through them. They can help to take you somewhere. It may not be a long relationship. I mean, that's okay. It don't gotta be. You know what I'm saying? I've talked about sexual gateways. Sometimes you just meet somebody and it only lasts like so long. There's certain criteria for me to what a sexual gateway is, but they're pretty good at bringing sexual gateways too. You know what I'm saying? It could turn into love. You know, I don't know. For me, it never has, because that's not what it's about. You know, thank you, Madam Conjure. Yes, seasonal people, exactly. But nonetheless, whether they're seasonal, whether they're more long-term, you know, a season could last. How long is a season, right? Season could be a couple months, a couple years. A season could be a decade. You know, season could be a quarter of a century. That could be one long ass season, right? Generally, I think the longest seasons that I've heard of are like 12 years. But case in point, whatever they're coming for, they're going to find you. And you're going to find them, and you're going to know. So imagine ramping up the volume on that a lot more. Wouldn't you like more of those occurrences? Of course, the type of portals that would benefit you and that you would benefit them. You know what I'm saying? Who wants portals straight to hell? Maybe sometimes you need that though. Who knows? I don't know. Who am I to say? Right. So you never know. Yeah, it's like old Madam Conjure said. I'm gonna put you on a wall of fame real quick. You never know, because you don't know where it's gonna go. You don't know how it, like, you have to be willing to FAFO. That's my other mantra. My FAFO. Fuck around and find out. You have to be able to. You can't sit on the sidelines for the rest of you, for all your life. At some point in time, you got to get in the game. I mean, I guess you don't have to. You could spend your whole entire existence on the fucking sidelines if you wish. But if you're ready to get in the game, these are the best teammates you could have, amongst some of the best that you could have. Yes, they are good for protection. Good question. Thank you for that, Brother Davis. Are they good for fortification? Yes. When I think fortification too, I think of locking my door, right? My front door. Think of locking my door, right? So use that as an analogy. Like you can also close the door to certain bullshit, to whereas that frequency doesn't penetrate, into your aura or into your mind. Closing the door of your mind to certain things, so that way it doesn't have a place to take root. Because once it's able to take root and it gains a little bit of momentum, that's when you start seeing it materializing in physical form, i.e., some of these crazy motherfuckers showing up. Not to say that they can't show up anyways for whatever the reason is, but and also not to mention, getting that little tap on the shoulder at the last second. Don't go that way, go this way. That happens to me all the fucking time. All the time. Shaman 05, what's going on? Long time no see, Shaman 05. How you been? But so yeah, anyways, that's what the get down is for this. And throughout in this ritual, that's what I'm saying. You're going to be creating this key that you can use. Now, this key is made of this solar, because the solar energy is going to be at its fucking peak. You might as well do something with it. You might as well get creative with this shit, right? Now, not all keys are going to work every single place, right? You might have a master key at one hotel. Great. You can go in any room at that hotel. Doesn't mean it's going to work at every hotel, right? But you'll just know when to use your key. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you want to use it, it's probably because it's going to hit a home run for you. You can open it, you can open doors, and you can lock doors with your key. Yes, thank you, Prophetess. How you doing, Prophetess? Yeah. Oops. Been ripping and running with the best of them. I am great. Thank you, sir. Hopefully you're staying out of trouble there. You staying out of trouble there, bro? I hope so. Sometimes you got to make a little trouble, though. Sometimes you got to throw caution to the wind. You can't play it safe all the fucking time. Sometimes you just got to say, fuck it. I have a habit of playing chess with everything in life. What is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps from if I do this? Sometimes, like, man, that's too much fucking thinking, man. I've been doing that a lot. Like, man, fuck it. Fuck it. Sometimes, like, when you living from your heart, you just fuck it. You know what I'm saying? See what happens. See what happened, bro. You're funny, bro. What happened, bro? Yeah. But if there's any other questions to be popping up here, like, put them in. Like I said, I'm not gonna bite. Shit. But fortification, protection, yes, they're definitely good for that. They also shut down, like when people send you things, because people are always casting spells, whether they know it or not. We all do, right? We all do. Excuse me. Whoops. But it also closes the door to that shit. So that's extra fortification too. Because remember, they're another kingdom that lets spells and rituals work, go through, or nope, denied. Denied. It's not coming through. So absolutely. But yeah, that's what's going on. We don't have a lot of time, unfortunately. The summer solstice is when the summer solstice is, on the 21st, Wednesday. So I got to make sure that you have this shit in your inbox. If you are a Sorcerer's Corner member, this one I'm opening up to all Sorcerer's Corner members. So if you are a Sorcerer's Corner member, you have access to it. Okay, it doesn't matter the level you're at, you have access to it. It's going to be posted there. And if you want to take part in it, then you watch it and take part in it. If you don't, just leave it alone. That's how we're going to do that. Other than that, though, if you want to just one and done it and just enter the ritual, you can also still do that. But yeah, shit. Get with the fast ones. Although, like I said, don't be preoccupied with speed either. But they're fucking fast. They are fast. They are really fast. And like I said, they can be very heavy-handed sometimes or whatnot, but they are very fast. Very, very fast. So yes, prophetess. So you already know to get down. It'll be posted up in there for you. So I'm not gonna be mailing it to you because you're a member. So you know what I'm saying? I hate when people swallow all close to the fucking mic. Sounds disgusting. But so anyways, if there's not any questions, I will be excusing myself because it's time to eat. Like I said, I still have a little also other ritual work to do. And, having the time when you eat, because I don't like doing ritual work when I'm all full and shit like that. I like to be kind of empty. But god damn, man, I've had a long day. It was leg day today. Like, it's time to fucking eat. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. Anyways, join the Exu Rei Pomba Gira summer solstice ritual. Set your summer ablaze. You hear me? Set your motherfucking summer ablaze. This is when the sun it's going to be the longest day of the whole entire year. And after that, our beloved sun will start moving away from us little by little by little. At least that's what they say, right? I don't know. Do we live on a donut? Do we live on a dish? Is it a globe? Who knows? That's what you're supposed to. Yeah, absolutely. Shit. Yeah, I don't mind the gawk goddesses at all. There's a time and a place for that. But when I'm like, trying to speak and shit, and then like somebody's drinking and shit, it just fucking sounds disgusting. So unless it's my mic in her gawk, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, gawk away. It's going to be hot where I'm at for a while. Well, there you go. Shit, you might as well, like I said, but it is what it is. So if you're going to join, you know what I'm saying? You don't have much time. You really don't have much time. And I really sincerely, one of my desires is you take this motherfucking key and actually use it. That's why it has to be, I had to design it in an efficient way. So that way at the drop of a hat, you can use your key when there's a situation, or if you're doing a little work and you want to make sure that your work goes through, you use your key. Okay. That's the whole concept behind it. Okay. You're still working with Eshu. So you may be doing work with somebody else, but they still let the messages get through, or they shut it down. It's just like the internet. Somebody shut off all the damn satellites. Picture them like satellites. You know what I'm saying? If all the satellites just shut down, like, it don't matter how many times you press send on your phone, the shit ain't getting through. It's just not getting through, So, and I do find a huge difference. To me, it just, the feeling of them, of the issues that I haven't dealt with all of them, you know what I'm saying? But total difference, in my opinion. Some people try and say that they're the same. I'm like, no, they're not the same as ESHU. All right. You got Lukumi, you got Santeria, you know what I'm saying? And you have Elegua, right? Elegua supposedly has a twin brother who likes to tear shit up, named Eshu. And you're not supposed to keep Eshu in your house, right? So there's a certain way you got to keep them in the backyard or by the back door or whatever. But that's different. It's totally different. It's different than the EXU kingdoms. It's totally different, in my opinion. Yes, there's a lot of similarities, but it's way different. It's way different. To me, the differences outweigh the similarities. Of course, just upon regular, if you just glance over, it looks, well, aren't they? Isn't it the same thing? No, it's not the same thing. That's like saying Elegua and Papa Legba are the same. They're not the same. They're not. So anyways, join the Exu Rei Pomba Gira ritual. Like I said, popping off during the summer solstice. You'll have it so you can do it whenever you want during the summer solstice. Because I don't know your schedule. You know, if we were to try and do this, there will be a group ritual where it will be at an appointed time, and either you can make it or you can't. You know, if you can make it, then you make it. Just like in the olden days before there was phones and internet. You know, let's meet at the lodge and do the fucking ritual at this time, you know. So if you, you know, but this you could do at your own when you can. Just be sure to do it on the summer solstice. You to utilize that energy. What's up, PG? Okay, well, I'm gonna excuse myself because I'm gonna eat, so that way I have a little bit of time for my food to digest. At least like about 2-3 hours. If I eat, I'm gonna wait about 2-3 hours before I get down. You know, with some other work, I gotta wrap some things up here. Yes. So, anyways, I'm gonna be leaving now, but okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I was reading the comments here. Anyways, this ritual is still available. Link in the description box if you are ready for it. Okay. And I have mentioned this in the story before. As far as do not look to them to just do everything for you. That is not how they work most of the time. Yes, they do shit for you. They absolutely will do shit for you. Once again, I don't know your motivation. Some people just want a one and done. Some people approach deities, spirits, gods, goddesses, and what have you on just a strictly transactional type of thing, you know, transactional type of vibe. Me personally, if I really fuck with you, I'm gonna want to establish a relationship. You are going to be a part of my lifestyle, not just a fair weather friend type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where you're coming from with it. You can just do the ritual and then, you know, get what you need out of it and just, you know, do them like that. Or you might want to pursue a more of a some type of a relationship, working relationship, something on a more continual basis. I don't know. Yeah, you're late, PG. I've been here for a half hour. It's time to go. I got to eat shit. So, anyways, the ritual's here. Okay, time's ticking away. So it's up to you what you want to do. No, you're gonna pop on when I fucking leave. You know what? Thank you. See, this is why I'm glad Shimano 5 showed up, because him and Brother Davis be asking and saying shit that's like right on point. The spirits accelerate your effort, bro. That's it. Use them like a servant if you want to. Yeah, I don't think that works too well. I mean, you can still get it, you know what I mean? You can still get it, but it's like you're not going to be able to keep coming back. It's like if you go into a store and you treat the person, let's say you're going to a little mom and pop's pizza joint and the owner's there, right? And you have a transaction. Yeah, you get your pizza, but maybe next time you get a little something extra on your pizza, or you know what I'm saying? Like they put a little something extra on your pizza or some shit. Like let's say you treat them like shit, or they can just, you know, refuse service to you. They'll point to that sign. We have the right to refuse service. So yeah, fuck you. Not you again. You know what I'm saying? So Shimano 5 has a very excellent point there. So if you're looking to establish a relationship, this is a great fucking opportunity. They're like, hey, invite who? Yeah, we're looking to see who wants to have a you know a little relationship here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the door is open. Literally, the door is open. This ritual is a door to that as well. There's more to it than just the actual ritual itself. But sleep, you know, if you want to, you know, we've all heard the damn term, the universe likes speed, right? In other words, and this was a contradiction because in Taoist sorcery, they say Before you do anything, think about it 3 times. In my opinion, there is a time and a place for that. I guess maybe even like if you have the time to do that, right? But a lot of times, fuck thinking, just move on it. You know what I'm saying? Universe likes speed. Well, they are the essence of speed, right? They also like speed. And like Shimano 5 said, they accelerate your effort. They empower. They put more into what you're already doing. And they're opening doors and shit for the shit that you're doing that you can't even see. There's no way you could orchestrate doors, you know, that they can, because they can see outside the circles of time. So if you're not going to do anything, save your time. Don't even bother. I've already posted a video on my YouTube and TikTok how Pomba Gira checked the shit out of me. So if you're not willing to do your part, what are you asking about? what are you doing? Nothing will work for you. Nothing. That's probably the reason why some of you experience nothing working, because you haven't realized that there's a part that you definitely play to this. It's more than just you lighting the candle and shit, or saying the intention, or saying the incantation, or whatever it is that you're doing. A lot more. So anyways, it's here for you. So for those of you, you are very welcome to join now, okay? If you're on some bullshit, like I said, I'm honest enough. Yeah, you still probably will get some benefit out of this because of everybody that's coming together for this. So it's like you can't help but get some good juju on you. You know what I'm saying? But after that, I don't know. Shit's gonna go back to fucking your norm. That baseline of norm. You know, I don't know about you, but my thing is raising my baseline. You know what I'm saying? But everyone's different, and I really don't give a shit what other people are doing, what their issues or tissues are, or any of that. Like, I'm concerned with me. I got enough issues and tissues for myself to deal with, you know? So that's where I stand with it, you know? So anyways, yeah, see, Shaman be coming with it too. See, look at it. Measure twice, cut once. So in situations like that, yeah. I would say in situations where you're strategizing, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as maybe let's say like I don't know, just strategizing to me involves a certain amount of time. A lot of times. Yeah, you can strategize on the fly too for something that you're about to do in 3 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Measure twice, cut once, long term. Just jump in to start your journey if you like. Exactly. When you don't know what to do, because a lot of times we've all had them times where we're like, I just don't know what to do. You're waiting for some idea to come, and it's got like a sign that has the light bulbs around it and shit. And it's like, go here, do this. You know, sometimes a lot of times you just got to take a bold step forward. It doesn't matter in what direction you go, you're going to end up in the right spot. Even if you're headed in the wrong direction, you will be led to the right direction. But you got to direct your feet, sir, to Shango Ray's Pizza. Okay. You got to direct your feet, sir. All right. You got to move them feet. You got to do something. So anyways, yep. It's not a climb. It's a bottomless fall. Hallelujah. Hashatabasoto. He's getting hit with the Holy Spirit. Yeah. Real shit though. Real shit. That is exactly what. If you're willing to do that, if you're willing to be that kind of a person for yourself, then all these types of rituals and shit are going to greatly enhance your experience. But if you was a lazy fuck or you're a scary fuck, you might as well just because the scary fuck, look at the sidelines. They're littered with scary fucks. They're gonna stay there till they die. You know what I'm saying? So let them stay there till they die. I'm not concerned about them. You're gonna see tent cities on the fucking sidelines in a second. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's where that goes. It don't go anywhere. All right. So, anyways, I'm out of here like last year. And I look forward, and everyone who has joined, I want to thank you for your boldness, your speed, because I know I didn't I didn't leave a lot of time for this, you know, and it's just the way it worked out. But for those of you who have joined, thank you very much. I appreciate you. We gonna do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they couldn't, Shaman. Shit, they could not. They could not. He's absolutely right. They couldn't. And you know what I'm saying, Shaman, is the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sidelines are littered with scary motherfuckers. They're never going to. They're too scared to get out their comfort zone. I know it's not the easiest thing, and you're going to hear me continually talk about that, because even though it sounds very simple, it's what you got to do. It's what you have to do. They done drilled this shit home to me, and it's like, you got to start, like, you know, I'm talking about them real deep fears or things that you just, you know, well, I handled this, I slayed this, I did this. Yeah, but you didn't handle that right there. We all have that thing. You know what I'm saying? That fucking thing. You got to face that thing. You can spend your whole life running from that thing, right? But you got to do it. You got to do it. As are you, PG. Look at that smile. Got to put you on the wall of fame, PG. Anyhow, I'm going to go. So I'll see you in the ritual. Those of you who are smart, fast, powerful, ready to get down, make some wonderful shit happen to you, who can imagine all the benefits, and not just the benefits though, but who can imagine what you're going to feel and be saying to yourself, like, I can't believe I actually did that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you start slaying your little dragons, or even the big dragon's the one where, like, I think the biggest gift is how you feel about yourself, how you talk about yourself, how you see yourself. You no longer, when you think about doing something else, you know, you don't always revert back to, yeah, but look at all the times that you failed. No, I fucking slayed that bitch. And now what? I proved it to myself. The only one who I've ever had to prove it to. There's no better feeling than that. There's none. And I wish, some part of me wishes I could give that to you. You know what I'm saying? But the other part of me wants to say, nah, fuck that. Earn it, because that's the best way to get it. There's no other way to get it. So anyways, have a good night. Hey, Felicia Beeks. Have a good night. Enjoy yourself. And I'll see you inside this ritual. Okay? Links in the description box. Go to the Sorcerer's Corner, hit the menu. You'll see it there too. Go to shango-ray.com. It'll be on the pop-up that pops up. You just scroll down. You'll see it right there. There it is. All right? So I'm out of here. Peace, Shamam.